Welcome back! We've finally finished Rentaro's puzzle book. It sure took about 4 hours or so, but it's finally done. And before we go on, there's one little piece of dialogue with Rentaro that I want to get out of the way, because I wasn't able to solve the last nonogram in the videos. I did it off screen though. I found a solution and I just filled in all the squares. Because I have done this one before by myself, but it took days, guys. I mean, this is a crazy puzzle. Mainly just because there aren't very many consecutive, blocks of consecutive squares that go horizontally or vertically. Especially horizontally. There are some vertically. But in the end, it does look kind of cool, though. I guess that's a seahorse or something. Anyway, the nice thing about doing all the nanograms is that Rentaro has some really useful information.
Hi!
I finished the last nanograms puzzle.
Nice job, Nancy. That was the last of this batch. I'm impressed. Guess I should tell you a little something useful. Oh yeah, the pachinko parlor. Try using the machine on the right. I have it on good authority. That one has much better odds.
Alright, well we'll have to do that next time we go there since we just got the pachinko card.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
Peace out.
Peace out to you too, buddy. Alright, so we've got a few things we can follow up on. One of them has to do with the robotic cat that Miwako has at the front desk. Because neither she nor Rentaro knows the commands that we can use to get it out of the guard mode. It looks like we're going to have to resort to other measures to get that information. But who would know about that? Well, remember at the Expo we saw that robotic cat display, and although we can't really gain access or admittance to the Expo, George does have a ticket, and we can call her for information. So let's see if she can get that for us. Now, if you call either Bess or George, I believe you'll just be directed to both of them, so it won't really matter which one you pick. But I'll just go ahead and pick George.
Hello?
I looked in this mirror, and instead of seeing my reflection, I saw a ghostly image.
Ugh, creepy. Cool.
Actually, I'm going to side with Bess on this one.
No, I've heard about stuff like this before. There's a thing you can do to the glass to throw a false image, but it's a really fussy process. It's hard to do without breaking the mirror.
Yeah, the mirror broke. So do you think it's possible it was rigged?
More possible than the other option.
Well, I certainly hope it's the case. After all, it is nice to have a rational explanation for everything.
Have you seen the robotic cats they have here?
I love those! I don't know if they're cute or creepy, but I love them anyway.
Miwako has one. It's cute, but it's a little aggressive.
It's in guard mode. There's a way to override that, some sort of code word.
Right, I need to figure out what it is.
I bet if I check around the Expo, I can find someone who knows.
That would be amazing. Thanks.
Anytime. Need anything else?
Nope, that's it.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Bye, Nancy.
Bye, guys. Alright, so now we need to go to the Expo because Bess and George told us earlier, way back before we went into Puzzle Mania, that Miwako's other sister, Yumi, the older one, is selling bento boxes there. And she might have some good information about what's been happening here at the Ryokan. Yes, I picked the right turn. Sweet. So let's go ahead and head that way. Now, the Expo's in Matsu, right? Yep. It's been a little while. Alright, there she is. Good grief. I would have to say, based on appearance alone, she looks like the exact opposite of Miwako.
Hi, is your name Yumi?
Absolutely not. Who's asking? It might be. Are you going to order? What's your agenda here, stranger?
I'm Nancy Drew.
Nope, never heard of you, but thank you for saying your name out loud. Oh, wait, Nancy Drew? As in friends with Bess and George and staying at the Ryokan Nancy Drew? Or are there two of you? Which one is it?
That's me, the friends with Bess and George.
Excellent. Yes, perfect. Get over here. Come on. You're learning to make bento the Yumi way. Come on, trust me, it's a life skill. Once you know how to make a good bento box, you pretty much got the whole world all figured out.
Whew, my goodness. Not only on looks, but on personality, she's the exact opposite of Miwako. Well, I guess this is going to be pretty fun. Let's go ahead and try making bento.
Sure, sounds good.
Fantastic! Here are the ingredients. You may notice that they run the gamut from pretty cute to insanely adorable. This is not an accident. Okay, very easy. The customers will give you a list of what they want and how they want it organized, and you pack it together. You won't believe how easy it is. Okay, I gotta go.
Going? Where are you going?
The store. Good luck. You'll do fine. I'll be back soon.
So
Wait! I guess I'd better get to work?
we basically just got roped into running the stand for her. I don't know if I like this, guys. But anyway, this is a type of logic puzzle, and it's pretty fun, I gotta admit. I really like this puzzle a lot. Basically, you've got 3 different kinds of food. You've got egg, you've got rice, and you've got sandwich. And you've got 4 different kinds of animals that these things come in. You've got cats, bears, pigs, and rabbits. So really, you've got 12 options here. Now here you get clues for what goes where. Now this makes things fairly obvious, because for one thing, these 3 things are spelled out. We got a rabbit sandwich, we got a pig sandwich, and we got a pig egg. Thankfully, there's only one of all the things that you're ever going to need, so once you put it there, it's there. So now we got to figure out what to do with these other clues. For instance, this one right here has a cat at the bottom. Well, we know that, thankfully, the orientation is the same way, that these aren't rotate or anything. We know that this has to be in the left column because these ones are already accounted for, and neither of them is a cat. So a cat item has to go down here, which means that the next space up is a rabbit rice. And we know that this rabbit is the sandwich. So now we got to look at this one here. We've got a rice, a pig, and an egg. Well, we know that there are 4 different places where this can go. It can go here, 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 or here. Now we know it can't go here because this is certainly not an egg. It could go here because that's a pig. It cannot go here. Or, well, no, wait. It could go here because this is a pig. And it can't really go here because this is not rice. So there are 2 possible combinations for this. So we'll have to come back to that in a little while. Now, as far as these are concerned, we got a pig down here and a rabbit down here. Well, the good news is that we can determine that this goes here and this goes there based on that information alone, because these are the only 2 types of food left for each of those animals. So now we've only got 3 things, and they're all for cats. Well, we've pretty much determined now that this refers to the very upper right, because this right here is not an egg. So in other words, this needs to be a rice, and this needs to be an egg, which means that the sandwich is the only one left and has to go on the bottom left.
Hey, I did it! It was pretty cute.
Thanks for helping out, Nancy.
Alright, well, let's try talking to her about more stuff.
Could you tell me a little bit about the Ryukon?
I'm not into that sort of thing. Couldn't you find a pamphlet?
I was hoping for an insider's opinion.
Oh, I get it. You want the dirt on the situation, right?
Yeah!
Yes, exactly.
Interesting. You're working some kind of angle here, aren't you? Not that it matters. Still way too busy to talk.
I know you're busy, but I helped you out with bento, and all I want is a little information.
Okay. Surrounded by breathtaking views you'll not soon forget, the Ryokan Hiei opens the door to a simpler time. Perfect for the business traveler hoping to experience traditional Japan, or the family in search of that perfect vacation. Ryokan Hiei, discover Japan, discover you.
I could have gotten that off
That's
the website.
persuasive, but not exactly what I wanted to know.
Isn't it? That's mine from years back. I was thinking of going into advertising, but then I thought, nah.
I was hoping you could tell me a little about some of the strange things that have been happening.
Aha! If you really want to know.
I do.
Oh no! I'm running out of bento boxes. Can you please go grab my backup stock from my apartment? This is the sort of thing that can move us from buddies to straight up besties.
You know, I gotta say, Yumi strikes me as a very manipulative type of person. I mean, she's basically just grabbing us and using us and strong-arming us into doing all this work for her, especially since she knows that we want information. But we need the information, and bento is admittedly pretty fun, so sure.
Sure.
Great! It's just over by the Kurume station. I could tell right away that we were going to be friends. Here's my key.
Alright.
Oh, and P.S. My number is 075-021-5855.
Alright. Well, we can talk to her about more stuff.
Your grandmother seems a little hesitant to talk to me.
That's the shocker of the decade. She's hesitant to talk to herself.
What do you think of Rentaro?
Other than that he should get a job at the Nerd Statue Factory as their primary model, he's a good time. What do you think of Rentaro?
Well, he likes puzzles a lot, and I like puzzles a lot, so yeah, I think that's pretty awesome.
He seems nice.
He's a bit of a pest. Nice works if you want to be polite, but come on, this isn't the ryokan. You can say what you mean.
That is what I meant.
Okay, if you say so.
I met your sister, Miwako. You two seem pretty close.
That doesn't sound like the impression you'd get by having a chat with Miwako. What are you trying to ask?
Miwako seemed a little upset about the ryokan. Do you know anything about that?
That's more her area of expertise. I've never been the go-to girl for the ryokan. That place is the definition of repetitive. Guests come in, guests come out. It's brain-breakingly tedious. I don't know how Miwako puts up with it.
Well, you may not be the go-to girl for the ryokan, but you might be the go-to girl for things that involve the family, and that seems to be what's at the center of all this.
What does Takai think of you working here?
It's a phase. I'll snap out of it. Like I've been hypnotized, and one day someone says the right word and snaps their fingers, and I'll go, "Hello, I am Yumi. One job running ryokan, please." She's old school like that. Thinks the fun parts of life are a phase, and the nasty parts are the bees and knees.
Does Miwako like working at the ryokan?
Well, yeah. Why else would she be there day in and day out? What that girl needs is to spend some time out here. A few weeks with me and my friends would be enough to shake her up and get her to have some fun for once.
Maybe.
So you don't want to take over the ryokan?
Not even for a second. I mean, I don't even get the whole tradition thing. You want to go to the past? Get a time machine. I'm not one for living in the past. Have you ever read a history book? The past is where we keep all of the terrible things that have happened.
True, but we do need to look at those things sometimes to determine what we need to avoid doing in the present.
I don't understand. If you're the one who's supposed to take over the ryokan, why is Miwako the one working there?
Ugh, Nancy-chan. Don't get all everyone else on me here. If I had known I was supposed to run that place when I grew up, I would have taken a pass on the whole firstborn thing. Trust me.
If Miwako left the ryokan, who would run it?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Why do you care so much about it anyway?
I'm just sort of naturally curious.
I'd back burner that curiosity as long as you're staying at the ryokan if I were you.
What do you mean?
Try not to find out, okay, Nancy? You seem nice.
Uh-oh.
Nancy, do you have my boxes?
Not yet.
Boxes, please. This is an emergency.
Alright. You know, I gotta admit, it's kind of a little weird that these combos here in the background, some of them have only partially filled boxes. Whereas all the boxes that we can make are fully formed ones. Okay, so let's go to Yumi's apartments. That is in Kurume. Where's Kurume? There we go. It's on the kind of peachy colored line. So from here we need to go to Aiga, then to Kobe, and then kind of the route we took to get to the pachinko parlor, but instead we'll go up here to Urawa and then take the peach line to Kurume. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so what has Yumi got in her place? Uh-oh.
Nancy, good news! We met Ryuichi, the creator of the Suki cats. Thing is, he won't give away the secret phrases unless you buy one of the cats.
Of course.
All right, thanks for trying.
But then the guy told George, for such a captivating, beautiful, gorgeous girl, he'd be willing to make an exception. You're turning red. Nancy, she's turning red!
Am not! Anyway, there's a catch. He only shares secrets with the like-minded. He gave me this monster puzzle to solve, but I'm too busy with Expo stuff to solve it right now. Any chance that you could take a look at it?
Sure. Anything for such a captivating, beautiful...
Enough! I'll send it right over to you at the Ryokan.
How's Kyoto?
It's the best! Yumi's been showing me some of the coolest parts of town. The fashion here is crazy. Yumi took me to a store. I don't even know how to describe this place. It was pink. Really, really pink. It had the pink version of everything you could imagine.
I'm not surprised.
Neither was I, but I was a little horrified. But then she took us to see the Guion district. So cool. She was a little grumpy that we wanted to see some traditional plays, but I think she had fun anyway.
Tradition! Can't have that, right? Also, I think I have a friend who would love that pink store.
What do you guys think of Yumi?
She's so much fun. A little pushy sometimes, but I feel like I've known her for years and we've just met.
She seems to really dislike the Ryokan. Do you think she'd want to see it closed down?
Well, I can't say for sure. She does really seem to resent that place, but I'm not sure if she'd go as far as trying to get it shut down. I don't know.
Well, you gotta admit, she does seem a little bit apathetic about it, so it doesn't seem like she would want it just closed down. She just doesn't seem to care. But is she feigning that, or is that for real?
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
Bye!
Oh, we got a text message. And it's a picture of Yumi. Alright. It almost looks like bananas she's got as eyebrows. Oh, we gotta use the key, right. Nice apartment. Alright. Oh, look at the bear. It's so cute. Let's see what she's got in here. Let's see. Can we go to the closet? No. Let's just take a look at everything. We got some more boxes.
This must be what Yumi was talking about.
So these are what we're going to need to take back to her. She's got some cool tiles here in the little kitchenette area. Let's take a look at her other stuff, though. What's this? Unveiling Ghosts, Paranormal Investigations from Around the World, Savannah Woodham. To the Shimizu family, your hospitality during this difficult time has been immeasurable. Thank you for allowing me into your home and your lives. If you ever find yourselves in the state of Georgia, you've got a place to stay. Sincerely, Savannah H. Woodham. Savannah, she later appears in Ghost of Thornton Hall, which I had played, I think, last year when it came out. And she, I think, appears a little bit more in that game, but this is the game where she initially makes her appearance. So let's see what we got here. We got a business card with her number.
Savannah Woodham. That's the author of this book. I should hang on to this. Having her phone number might come in handy.
Indeed. Especially since she wrote a chapter on the Ryokan. Let's see if we can read that.
It looks like someone tore out one of the chapters.
Aww. Well, it's not just one of the chapters, it's the chapter that we want to read about. Okay. Or the chapter we want to read. I guess we were reading about it in the table of contents, technically. Let's see, we got some sort of anime type poster on the wall. We got some frogs. Including one with a combination lock. Well, let's see here. Alright, I am absolutely certain that that is the right combination. Okay. Who am I kidding? Of course it wasn't going to be. Dear Marianne, as usual, these letters are piling up and I haven't made it to the post office. It was great seeing you during your visit. Hurry back soon. I know I promised to make my way over to the States, but life always has other plans. The girls are keeping me busy, and the Ryukon is double booked as usual. Yumi wanted me to tell you that she had a nice time during her visit, although it would be hard to tell with her pouting for the cheap seats the whole time. She and Miwako have been in each other's throats lately. It's ugly. I hope it's a phase, but I'm beginning to worry that it might not be. Cassie and Ben are such good friends. I wish I knew your secrets. They're so different, you know. They remind me of you and me when we were kids. You were always so serious, and I was always doing my best to get you in trouble. I think that's what made us as such good friends. But for the two of them, it's always a battle. Enough of that. Send my love to the family. I can't wait to see you again. So Kasumi. So Kasumi appears to be the name of Yumi's and Miwako's mother. And I gotta admit, every time I hear the name, I think of the character from Mass Effect. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm always gonna have that image in my head every time I hear her name. Well, let's take a look around here. Looks like she's got a computer with a CD drive, which is not part of the main computer. Make your own shadow puppets. Shadow puppets, huh? You gotta admit, this could have easily been what was used to construct the ghostly apparition type thing that we were seeing in the middle of the night outside our room. So could Yumi have been responsible for that, I wonder? Let's see, she's got a computer here. Avatars. Password. Choose shape, locate colors, and click to enter. Well, we have no idea what this would be, so let's leave that alone for now. Let's see, is there anything else we can look at? It doesn't seem like it. Okay, that just goes back there. We can't click on anything else. Let's see if there's anything else around her room. There's a little closet area.
I need to translate that.
Oh, yeah, let's go pull out our dictionary. Die. Okay, well, we can't really use any of that. Ooh, a CD. Or a DVD. Is it a DVD? Guess we can't see it. Well, let's put it in the CD drive, see what it's all about.
What was that?
Okay. Man, for a while I thought I was listening to, like, the voice of Sauron there. I mean, did you guys hear that? That was pretty creepy. Okay, well, let's see here. I suppose before we leave, we can call Savannah, using the number here, see if we can get some information from her about the Ryukon. Let's talk to her for a little bit.
Savannah Woodham's office, Logan speaking.
Can I speak to Savannah Woodham, please?
Are you one of our interviews?
Interviews?
I'm Savannah Woodham's assistant. Is she interviewing you about the Expo?
No, I actually want to speak to Savannah about a book she wrote.
Oh, great! I'm so glad you called.
Really? Why's that?
It's been like 3 days since I've gotten to hang up on anyone. I wonder if I'm still good at it.
Aww. Can we try again?
Logan speaking.
Did you just hang up on me?
Oh, absolutely. Between you and me, it was awesome. In fact...
You really do find this quite amusing, don't you? Alright, let's see if we can take care of this. Bess and George, you've come through for us before. Can you come through for us one more time?
Hello?
I found a strange book about ghosts in Yumi's apartment with a note from the author.
What do you mean?
It had a dedication from the author, Savannah Woodham, to the Shimizu family. But the really weird thing is, there's a chapter missing.
What was in the missing chapter? Nope, strike that. That is a dumb question.
That's pretty strange. Maybe you can find another copy of the book somewhere.
There's a business card with the author's number inside. But more importantly, the table of contents says the missing chapter was about the Ryukon.
Weird. Did you call?
I called Savannah, but she's got a really protective assistant.
Yeah?
Apparently, she's in Kyoto now, covering the Expo for some tech magazine, so she's pretty busy. If I could get past her assistant, I could finally figure out what this whole book is about.
Wait, so this guy is at the Expo?
Pretty sure.
Then we've got this one.
We do?
Yup, we're going to find them, and you're going to flirt up a distraction.
Oh.
I am?
Yes, you are.
Well, at the very least, this'll be interesting.
And if it's a mortifying failure or anything, which it might be, we do live thousands of miles away.
Solid point. We'll keep you updated.
True, but when you guys all get back to the United States, it won't be quite as many miles, I don't think, because I'm assuming Savannah and Logan don't live in Japan, they're just here for the Expo.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy.
In fact, I think Savannah even mentioned that she's from Georgia in the book dedication. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and go back to Yumi and give her the boxes. At the very least, we don't have to worry about any more train puzzles. We've got all the destinations pretty much defined now, so that really helps a lot.
Nancy! And you've got my boxes. Neat! Here, I've got a thing for you.
A thing? I like things.
It's a phone charm. You can't not have one.
Awesome. This is the first game in the series, I think, that has phone charms, and they've kind of become a mainstay of the Nancy Drew series after this. Particularly in the bonus editions that come with the pre-orders.
Thanks. What's it do?
Come to think of it, it doesn't really do anything. Get a job, phone charm. It probably won't. That's okay, just hang it on your phone. I've got tons. Help me with bento, and I'll hook you up with some super cute ones.
Okay, we got a bunch of things we can talk to her about here.
I watched that DVD at your place. It was very strange.
You did what?
Shouldn't I have? Oh no, I'm sorry, Yumi.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Just be very cautious.
What do you mean?
You have to be cautious about everything here, Nancy.
You're being kind of a little bit suspicious here, Yumi.
Why do you have a book on shadow puppets?
Oh, that's Miwako's. It shouldn't be in my apartment. It's just a stupid book about puppets. It's just another one of the things that my grandmother is trying to always push on us.
Could you use something like this to make spooky shadows from far away? Say, a balcony?
Yeah, I guess.
That does sound kind of like a too convenient of an explanation, but I can, based on what we've been seeing from Takai, I can kind of believe that she would be into shadow puppets.
Your outfit is very interesting. Where did you get it?
Get it? Oh, you cannot get something this cool in a store. I made it.
Awesome!
You make your own clothes?
Yeah, I got sick of waiting for the boutiques to catch up to me. The places I go around here, fashion is the business. You don't show up looking out of date. Oh, I've got the best thing. You gotta have it. I use it to come up with all of my new ideas.
Oh, what's that?
It's a program for your phone. You upload pictures to the computer and send them to your phone. It lets you test out a new look on you or your friends. It's back at my place on the computer.
Sounds great. I don't usually have time to keep up with the latest fashion trends.
I could sort of tell, but I wasn't sure if you were going for an irony thing with your outfit.
Hey!
Just teasing. You pull off the old school thing Nancy drew. Some things don't go out of style. If you help me out with a little more bento right now, I'll hook you up with the program. Come on.
Okay, so we get another bento puzzle. I'll go ahead and just do this one real quick. We get more clues this time, and we'll start off with a big one first here. This one obviously covers this portion of the 3x3 grid, and this is the only spot it can really cover. So we got a cat rice right here, we got a pig egg right there, and we got a cat, and we got some sort of rice item there. Okay, so let's take a look around with this. This one has a sandwich, a cat sandwich, and a cat. Well, it could be this, but actually not, because this is a rice item. So it has to be here, because we don't really know what the last item here is. So it's something relating to a cat, and this is a cat sandwich. So let's go ahead and put the cat sandwich in, which means that the only remaining cat has to be a cat egg. Alright, so we got all the cat items in place. Let's see, we got an egg and we got a cat rice, which pretty much has to refer to this, so we didn't really need that. We got a pig rice and we got a bear somewhere, which pretty much has to be either here or here, but we don't know which one yet. We got a bear and we got a rice item. Again, we don't really know. And we got 2 sandwiches and a bear. We've also got 1 sandwich and a bear and a pig. Well, based on what I'm seeing right now, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to assume that this is referring to this area here. Just because if this is supposed to be or if we were to put these, let's just say, over here, that wouldn't work because this is obviously not a bear. So, yeah, I mean, there's no way that this could be anything else. I mean, because it has to go to the left and all that stuff, and there are no sandwiches here on the right. So, there's a pig and a bear right there. So now the question is, what exactly is this, where exactly do these sandwiches go, and what is this rice item at the bottom? Let's see, the rice item is either a bear or a pig. Again, we don't really know. Let's just take a look around again here. And we haven't even used any of the bear items yet, so that's kind of a little bit not pretending too well. Well, this bear cannot be this one, because this one is immediately to the right of a pig rice. So the pig rice has to go either here or here. Well, based on the information we've got so far, I'm going to have to assume it goes here, just because this has to somehow fit into this area here. And we can't really put this up here, because this is a cat item up here. So that only leaves us with this option, which means that this item right here is a bear rice. So that leaves 2 sandwiches left, as well as another bear item. Well, the only non-sandwich item left is an egg, so let's go ahead and put that there. And we've pretty much determined that this refers to this sandwich, which means that this pig must go here, which leaves this as the only other option.
I'm going to be a bento master in no time.
Awesome.
Great job. Here you go, Nancy.
And this is the password we need to access the avatar program. Let's finish the conversation with her.
Love that last picture you sent.
I know, isn't that one great?
I found Savannah's ghost book in your apartment. Can you tell me more about that?
She's some sort of ghost hunter or something. I don't know much about it, okay?
But she did a chapter on the Ryokon.
Yeah, well, just because my grandmother believes in that junk doesn't mean I do.
You know, Yumi, I gotta admit, you sure have a lot of things in your apartment that are conveniently not supposed to be there.
I really like your apartment.
You do? Thanks. It's just a 1K. That's code around here for tiny and overpriced, but the location is great and it's mine. I love it.
When did you move out of the Ryokon?
The second I was old enough to sign a lease. Best decision I've ever made. No late night room service. No annoying tourists calling up at 4 in the morning. I adore that apartment. I wonder if it knows. I'm going to get it something nice today. A new doormat or something.
That sounds like a good plan.
Can you translate this article for me?
Okay. How did you get this? You know what? I don't even want to know. Just go put it back.
Goodness, it seems like no one really wants to have anything to do with this article.
What's going on?
Can you tell me a little bit about what happened with your mother?
This is not the time or the place.
Whoa.
Is there a better time? Maybe when you're not at work?
There's never going to be a time or place. Just drop it.
Okay. Alright, well, we'll continue with Bento and Yumi's apartments more in the next video.